Luis Torres.
And we're here with Prototype Movie News to present to you the top 10 superhero movie list. Now, take in mind, guys, this is going to be our subjective opinion on what we think is the best superhero movies and why we think that.
So if you want to be part of the conversations, please comment your top 10 list of your own and be kind to one another and share in the conversation.
The number 10 movie on our list is Dredd by Pete Travis. Now, considering that we've had about 2 takes on Judge Dredd, this by far is the best film, the 2012 film. I mean, we did have the Sly Stallone version, and we can't forget the famous, "I am the law." Now, this film has amazing visuals and stunning direction. Some of the most amazing scenes are those that are directed more towards the slow-mo, drug that's used in the film. And also, Judge Dredd's performance done by Carl Urban is by far the best Dredd that we've had. In my opinion, yes, Stallone is good in his own way, but this is the Dredd that we have seen in the comics. Really just everything about, his performance, just that awesome line he just spews. "Mama's not the law. I am the law." So definitely, go check this film out. It's a must. Moving on to the next film.
At number 9 on our top 10 movie list is V for Vendetta. Now, the reason we chose this is because the acting and performing that has done across the actors, from Natalie Portman to Hugo Weaving to Stephen Fry to Stephen Rea, their acting is amazing and on point. From Hugo Weaving's acting and emotions that you can feel from his happiness, sadness, anger, anything, anguish, without even seeing his face because of his mask. It's an incredible acting performance that he has done. To Natalie Portman's amazing performance and acting that, honestly, at the time, it came out the same as the Star Wars movie prequels, and the less said about them, the better. So her acting is amazing when it came out in 2006. From the actions that were done, it was an intimidating performance that you can see that this creature V is and became because of the reason of the government. You can see why. You can see the reasons why V wanted to have a revolution of their country. It wasn't a one-sided or one-dimensional action anti-hero, and it was well done, from the directing to the visuals and the special effects. Recommend enough. Go watch the movie. It's an amazing movie. Now on to number 8. Here we go.
The number 8 film on our list is X-Men Days of Future Past. Now, this film in particular is one that's very close to my heart. I'm a big X-Men fan, and the X-Men films I like, and just seeing the old school class and the new class and the new class of X-Men just team up together and be on the silver screen is awesome. Just from the performances that they put on, such as, Michael Fassbender, James McAvoy, Hugh Jackman, Ian McKellen, and, of course, Patrick Stewart, was incredible. Just seeing the chemistry between these characters. Also, I love how we get to see this relationship between Eric Lensher and Charles Xavier somewhat, patch up a little bit even after the events of X-Men First Class. I really love how they were able to, reconstruct the 70s as well, and really, try to focus, more on a really good storyline and try to focus on detail. If you're a big X-Men fan, go check it out. It's awesome. And now moving on to number 7.
Our number 7 is Captain America: Civil War. Now, this is a movie that we thought deserves a lot of its praises, from its well acting from all around, from all the actors, to well directed, and it's a well balanced movie that includes funny and happy moments to dark and sad moments that you feel for your characters, and it's a great evolution from how Robert Downey Jr. started in the first Iron Man to where he is now. You can see clearly the evolution of him, and also the villains of the movie, Baron Zemo was the first villain that actually completed what he was set out to do, and that is dismantle and destroy the Avengers. And it was fantastic. I cannot recommend it anymore. Go see it. And now on to our number 6.
Number 6 film on our list is Man of Steel. Now, this film has a much more grittier take on Superman. This there's more action. There is not too much, emotional scenes that kind of water down the film, but really you get to see a little bit more in depth of the psychological problems that Clark goes through, trying to adapt to the Earth's atmosphere. This is honestly something that I was hoping that the future Superman films could be able to address, and they did. Now, moving on to performances, I really enjoyed Henry Cavill's performance as Superman, Lois Lane played by Amy Adams, and Michael Shannon's interpretation of General Zod is by far the best performance of General Zod. It's not hammy or over the top. It's very much, militaristic. He's doing exactly what he was, made to do as a Kryptonian, to save Kryptonian lives. Now, people will complain that there's too many action sequences. Honestly, this is a Superman film. You need to have action. Lots of it. And honestly, that's something that I can enjoy out of a superhero film. Now, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It is very much worth it. Now, moving on to our number 5 film.
Our number 5 in our list is The Avengers. My God, what a movie this was. This was the first time in the whole cinematic universe that you're introduced so many superhero characters together in one film. It is something that all the comic book nerds and fans have been waiting for, and it happened, and it delivered completely. It was an amazing movie. It had its problems, yes, but overall, it can be ignored because it's a loved film by all. Whether you be from DC or Marvel, you love this movie, and whether you knew it or not, it was amazing. And now, on to our number 4.
The number 4 film on our list is Watchmen, based upon the Alan Moore graphic novel. Now, this film is very interesting. Basically, what it does is it, superheroes and put them into the realistic world and, see how they affected our history. And this film kind of, addresses what it would be like if superheroes did really exist and how people would view them, how the media would view them. This film really does mirror some of, the anxieties that people had at that time about, the Soviets, the brink of nuclear war at the time. Now, also the characters are really cool. Dr. Manhattan, Silk Spectre, Night Owl, the Comedian, and of course my favorite, Rorschach. These characters are very much mirror, a lot of the DC comic characters that, we grew up with. Also, how this storyline, affects them as they are retired superheroes. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Also, read the graphic novel. It is a great read. Now, moving on to our number 3 film.
And now, on to our number 3, The Incredibles. Now, this is a story that can be loved by adults and kids, mostly because the interactions of the family, the struggles that you see with the father trying to capture his golden days, to a mom trying to keep a family together, and 2 kids, a teenager and a young middle school kid, trying to figure out who they are with their powers in society, how they fit in a world that doesn't want superheroes. From a villain that has a twisted personality because of the interaction that he had early on as a child with Mr. Incredible, to the cute baby in the end of the movie. Now, moving on to our top 2.
And the number 2 film on our list is The Dark Knight. This is by far one of the most darkest takes on the Caped Crusader. This film has such an interesting story that intertwines with amazing characters and amazing, scenes. particularly the very famous "Why So Serious?" played by Heath Ledger as the Joker, one of basically everyone's favorite part of the film. Now, also great performances done by Christian Bale as Bruce Wayne, Alfred being played by the legendary Michael Caine. Great performance. What I really liked about this film is that it finally had a dark Harvey Dent, and we're finally seeing a an origin for him that is, that is based upon the comic, and also we get to see a much more darker version of him rather than seeing a campy version as we have seen in previous films like Batman Forever. Now, if you have not seen this film, go check it out. It is a must. Moving on to the number one film.
And our number one on the list, Deadpool. Now, we chose this because so far out of the whole year, this has been the best movie superhero that we have gotten in a long time. The reason being from Ryan Reynolds being an incredible actor and actually embodying who Deadpool is, to the supporting characters such as Morena Baccarin as Vanessa, and the love story they had between those two characters, those sick and twisted individuals who should not find love, actually find love, and it actually makes sense in a superhero movie that is not forced. It is an actual relationship that you can support and enjoy. It has funny moments from how Deadpool acts and Wade Wilson breaking the fourth wall, which I'm breaking right now by pointing at my director, looking at me like he's angry, to the interactions with Weasel and the old lady in his apartment that were so pure and good, to Ajax, who was played by Ed Skrein. Tim Miller directed that great action movie that has done incredible. From a $70 million budget, it grossed over $125 million on the first day. It is a great movie, and that's why we chose it as our number one. Enjoy.
Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you want to be part of the conversation, please leave a comment down below. Thank you. See you in the next video.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Bye.